Hi, this is the guided tasting to go with the Spring Tasting Box 2025, and it is rather late. I'm so sorry. Various challenges. I got really poorly. I've had a chest infection. Went over to Florida for 3 weeks, which was amazing, and just been sort of juggling lots of work and family stuff going on. So, huge apologies that this is so late, and hopefully you've been tasting things. If not, I will be talking you through all of them today. Shall we just get on? Right, okay, so box number one. So this is Chili Chan's noodles. These I found at IFE, which is the International Food Exhibition. Really, that's like the biggest food and drink kind of trade show. Maybe not in the world, but definitely in the UK. These guys are really cool. So she's based in the Netherlands, but Ian grew up in Hong Kong with her Taiwanese mother, cooking sort of all natural kind of handmade noodles and chili sauces and things. So these are handmade, knife cut, so they're cut with knives rather than just going through a machine, and then sun dried as well. So they've got no nasties in them, no preservatives. No palm oil as well, which is really cool. So they're kind of like healthy, basically like healthy instant noodles. So they take like 3 minutes. This one's the sesame and soy flavour, which is really, really nice. I love the frilliness of them. I think they've got a really lovely bite to them. And, you know, if you're a noodle lover, I think these are really great. And I love the packaging, and her crispy chili oil is really gorgeous too. Number one. So number two, let's go for Alexa's almendrado. So if you've heard of a Mexican mole, it's basically a kind of spiced sauce. So this one has got like a blend of dried chilies, almonds, peanuts, pecans, sesame seeds. So you've got that gorgeous sort of sweet nutty flavour. In there you've also got plantains, raisins, apples, toasted cacao beans, so you've got that cocoa flavour, cane sugar, toasted ground corn, so if you can kind of pick up on like a sweet corny kind of taste, that's that, garlic, onions, spices and salt. And I just think this is so tasty, like so many levels of flavour. It's sweet, it's kind of spicy, it's got heat, it's got kind of like a chocolatey note to it. I just love this. Really, really easy to make if you haven't tried it yet. You literally just mix it with some water and kind of simmer it for about 10 minutes. Perfect with chicken. We've been dipping things in like nachos and stuff like that. Alexa from Chili Maven is absolutely amazing. If you love those kind of Mexican flavours, her salsa matcha went into one of the very first tasting boxes ever, like a few years ago, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's won 2 stars in the Great Taste Awards, not an easy feat. So each of these stickers you can either see a 1, 2 or 3 gold star. Getting 2's pretty special, so hopefully you agree that that's a really good one. Flavour levels 3, and it's made with ancho and pasilla chilies. So you know, it's not just any chilies put in there, they're really carefully chosen for their flavour. So, yes, mole as well is the name. Next one, so popcorn shed. Sorry, you probably won't want to taste it in this order, but at least you're finding out about them. Love Popcorn Shed from when they started. They actually won one of our bursaries back in the day at the Good Food Show. This one's their carrot cake flavour. When I first started kind of sourcing products for this box, I was thinking, you know, like spring flavours, like something Eastery. So this has got real carrot powder in it, real cream cheese powder as well. And I just think that's a really lovely, interesting, like slightly spiced flavoured popcorn. So yeah, Popcorn Shed, and that's their carrot cake flavour. You have got Sipped. This is their twisted limeade. So what's unique about these guys is they don't use like juices from concentrate. They buy the fruit in, they squeeze the fruit, crush the fruit, and you know, there's no shortcuts. Really gorgeous, hopefully refreshing drink for you, slightly fizzy. They also use Malden sea salt. They're based in Essex, and I was actually born in Malden in Essex. It's also got a little bit of cardamom in there for a bit of interest. They use organic where possible as well, and then unrefined cane sugar and, as I said, sea salt. So I think that was really good. You could put that with tequila just as a mixer, or vodka, that kind of thing, or just a really great grown-up soft drink on its own. So that's sipped. They do a really good orange soda as well. Okay, next, so Jean Baptiste. I have to say it like that because every time we've talked about wrapping these, like at home, I have to say Jean Baptiste. So excuse me if I sound like an idiot saying that. These guys make amazing kind of truffle mayo, and really popular over in Holland, and I just think really great with chips, really great to dip things in. This one's made with a rapeseed oil base, egg yolk vinegar, real truffle, there's sunflower oil, mustard, herbs and spices. Jean Baptiste mayo in a black truffle. Cool, so Sada's Kitchen, and I'm so sorry to anyone who's had any breakages, and I think it was down to these jars, which I dropped something in my office the other day and one of these smashed, so I had this all over the floor. So I think these glass jars are particularly fragile, so I think that's where it went wrong, so I'm really sorry if you had any breakages. I had a bit of this was the other nightmare with this box, is that I had probably about 10 boxes either returned to me or didn't arrive, and it was really heartbreaking because I put so much effort into wrapping them, sending them, thinking about how, you know, all eventualities, and yeah, it's a bit gutting. So Sada's Kitchen, Sada started the company to kind of promote, give flavours of like different African countries. So the ones that you've got the Ethiopian style hot spice tagine sauce, and then a Somali style sweetly spiced tagine sauce. So she's drawing on kind of knowledge of African countries and bringing those flavours to an easy kind of jar. You can add, you know, chicken, any kind of protein if you're a veggie, vegetables, beans, like chickpeas, that kind of thing. All natural, no preservatives, and lovely spices as well. So I think really, you know, health first as well. So, you know, she's going for all natural ingredients, and so not ultra processed. And yeah, I think they're great. Served with rice and couscous, like whatever, like side, kind of like a curry. So yeah, Sada's Kitchen. They're actually available in Sainsbury's as well. She won a kind of a listing at Sainsbury's as part of their kind of Thrive, I think it's Thrive campaign, where they support like smaller businesses. So you might find them in your local Sainsbury's if you like those. And then you've got Lamito's Chimmy Clusters. So Lamito is a small chain of Argentinian restaurants, and Maria was the kind of working in the business with her parents, and she decided to do the Lamito at home. So she does a range of chimichurri sauces, like a chimmy mayonnaise, a honeyed kind of like chimmy mayo, that kind of thing. So these are the chimmy clusters, which hopefully are quite new to you. They've got the chimmy kind of like chimichurri marinade like flavour, and then that's put with the base of kind of like crisped rice, chicory root fibre, then there's almond pieces, coconut pieces, oat flake, and then all those spices and things. So quite an interesting kind of savoury snack, quite sweet as well. So good with a drink or just on their own. Yeah, so that's Lamito at Home's chili clusters. What next? The vinegars. Oh, these vinegars are so good. You might have got one of 3 flavours, I think. We've got the lemon, basil bay and juniper vinegar. There's the raspberry and Apache vinegar. There's raspberry on its own, and then there was a lime one as well. So you've got one of those. Wimmersley, I love the branding of these gorgeous the gorgeous brand on there. Absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then those vinegars are really gorgeous, like high fruit. They're made with sugar, they're made with like the pure ingredients, and then a spirit vinegar. And I just think that they're absolutely gorgeous, brilliant for salad dressings. You could put them on pancakes. You could put them with like Yorkshire pudding. Some people do the vinegar, the raspberry one especially. Um, you could put them into marinades, all sorts of things. But I just love these. So hopefully you like it too. And then there's two more products which I don't have because I used the product to take to an event, to a tasting, and I completely ran out. So you've got S'morelicious is gorgeous uh, marshmallows, sorry, vanilla marshmallows, which hopefully you love. They're based in Northern Ireland, and they are like completely blowing up on like social media at the moment, on TikTok, where they've created like a Dubai chocolate bar, but with them marshmallow fluff inside. So if you're into marshmallow and that kind of fluff, they make it themselves, and then they've put it with pistachio, and it's really, really gorgeous. Laura's growing the business at the moment. They're just creating a marshmallow factory or kind of like unit, and yeah, really love it. So, and then the other one is the Yorkshire Dama Labana cheese. So if you've not tried that yet, it's basically a strained yogurt. And they are floating in olive oil, and there's 3 flavours that you've got in each of the pouches. So you've got a chili one, za'atar, and then the original. So they're brilliant. It's almost like a cream cheese, so great to take on like a picnic because they don't need to be chilled. Spread that on crusty bread. Put it with, like a charcuterie board, things like that. Oh, really love them. And Razan, the owner of Yorkshire Dama, is a Syrian refugee, and honestly, she is like a force. She's used to be in like what's the word? She was a I don't know, in chemical science, kind of like, she knows like science. She was a scientist basically. So when she came over to the UK, she saw all these gorgeous kind of like cows and the lovely British milk, and she makes all these amazing cheeses. So she does a halloumi, or hello me, squeaky cheese, because you can't call it halloumi, made here. She does some Mexican cheeses, and then this labneh, which I really love. So that's drawn to a close. That is all of those products. Again, so sorry that it's taken so long to get this video put together. I'm sourcing products for the summer box now, and it is absolutely looking brilliant. Any questions about any of these products, just email me, ask me, and if you do anything with them, please share pictures in the Facebook group as well, because it's always good to inspire your fellow foodies. So thank you, and happy tasting.